Hey, everybody, welcome to Studio 7. I'm Mercedes Wilson.
And I'm Autumn Lewandowski. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, happy, but is it though?
This is arguably, I mean, Beauvais has said it before.
We
The
always
the
talk
the day that he likes least. And where is he? Not here.
right, right,
He got out of
right.
it somehow
Yes,
on
he
this
did.
Tuesday.
He
No,
did.
I'm just joking.
It is a good Tuesday though. It is a
It
good Tuesday.
is, it's a chillier type of day,
Yeah.
right? This morning, I was told that people saw a few flakes early
Oh
this morning,
no.
kind of south of the city. I think even the city may have had a few of those flakes because it was drying out as the last bit of moisture was moving through, and then it was cold enough, hello, that we had some snowflakes. Nothing really to report on,
Yeah.
but just noticing, hey,
All
this
you
is
need to see is
happening.
one though. All I need to see is one before I
Yeah.
start freaking out.
So
Danielle says Tuesday is better than Monday. I agree with you because it's closer to Friday.
well, I'm off on Friday, so this is technically like my
Oh,
Wednesday. Or my
nice.
ISB is like in the way. Yeah, so maybe it's not. I just skipped Tuesday. I just skipped right over
There
it.
you go. Lucky you. Lucky you. But it's going to be cold in the morning, right?
It is. It's going to be clear, so we're also getting rid of the wind,
Uh-huh.
and that leads to prime time radiational cooling, which just means any heat that the earth was able to kind of conjure up during the day, which wasn't much because today was a chilly
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
escapes. So it's going to be in the 20s. It's going to be frosty, and it's will start to get a little feeling more of winter there,
Uh,
but it doesn't last long. So that's
yeah.
good. But knowing that this was the case today,
hmm
I stayed in and I had all my ingredients ready and I made chicken dumpling soup.
Ooh, okay. So we need this recipe. And for our friends that are online, how do you make your, even if it doesn't have dumplings, your chicken soup? We all love a good chicken soup when it's cold, or maybe you don't. What kind of soup do you like? But what do you put in yours?
Well, it's all really basic stuff,
hmm
right? So there's the chicken broth and stock, and actually, I had the reason I did it is I had a rotisserie chicken that as a family of three, we don't eat the whole thing,
hmm
and I didn't want it to go to waste, and I didn't want to make like a noodle
Yep. Yeah, yeah,
salad or
yeah.
anything like that. And
Yeah.
I thought, hey, today's gonna be cold, might as well kind of warm up the house by doing this.
hmm
So I just threw, and this is, I don't normally do this. I actually look at different recipes every single time because I'm like, easy chicken soup, quick chicken soup,
So it's never the
rotisserie
same.
chicken soup. Yeah. So it's always different.
hmm
But this time it said to go ahead and put the whole carcass in there to get
Oh, I
the,
love it.
yeah, kind of the bone
Yeah,
brothy
yeah, yeah, yeah.
taste from it. So I did that. So everyone has to like watch themselves eating it now because
Yes.
I thought when I counted all the bones that I put in.
hmm You counted them?
I did. So I knew how many I was taking out.
No, I leave the bones in.
No, you got to take it out so people aren't
No.
chewing on a bone.
Pick it out. It
So
makes it,
anyway,
it makes it more real.
well, I missed some because some ended up in my husband's mouth today. However, everything fell apart. I didn't think of like the main carcass. I'm like, this will all stay
Yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah.
No, it all fell apart.
So I got to tell you what I put in my soup, but this one is really cool. So Kimberly Adams, Kimberly says, Mercedes, I saw you earlier at Tops. Oh, thank you.
And you're
So
going back again.
I am as soon as because you know what? I was thinking, what's for dinner? And then Autumn said she made chicken dumpling soup. I was like, that's it, chicken soup.
Mm-hmm.
But when I walked into Tops, I heard someone say, Mercedes? And I turn around and she was getting ready to cash out at the
Uh-huh.
customer service line. And she goes, I watch you guys. So
Nice. Well,
Kimberly actually
hello.
watched. Yeah, it was really
Hey,
neat.
girl.
And I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but now I know it. Hello, Kimberly.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. So for my soup, I kind of do the same thing every time.
Okay.
I put the whole chicken in, raw
Okay.
chicken
Mm-hmm.
in water, and I tried to
Oh, see,
season
I
up my
didn't
broth.
raw. I didn't do it raw. I
Yeah, you
had
had
to
a rotisserie, right?
yeah, so I
Which
had to
has
use
flavor.
yes, I've done the raw stuff before. I've
hmm
done it before. But
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
so good, so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then now I use bone broth,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
bone broth, like chicken or beef.
Right.
I can't use the regular chicken broth or beef broth because they have MSG in them.
Okay.
So certain chemicals I just can't mess with.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the bone broth and then I'll season it like with the parsleys and the
Mm-hmm.
onion powder and the garlic. I'm just seasoning the
Yeah.
heck out of this water.
Right, because it's
And yeah,
water at this point.
yeah. And the chicken is cooking down and I don't take out all of the bones. Maybe just the middle part, like the rib.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I take that part out, but the legs and I leave it in there. I leave it
Which
all in there. And then your face. And then
the
the
skin?
last,
Do you leave the skin in there?
oh, the skin is the
Yeah.
best part. It's the best part. Okay, so then I'll leave it all in, and then the last maybe 15 minutes, I'll throw in my onion, my celery, my carrots. And then I learned something when I was doing recipes for life that I put in not stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes in
Huh.
my chicken soup. I made it for the show for TV.
Yeah.
And someone wrote in and was like, "You do not put diced tomatoes." But I
Yeah.
see by your face too. But it just
Yeah.
gives it an added flavor. It's delicious.
See, I'm not great at cooking. So, I'm not ready to dabble and do things that I think are I don't
Oh,
know what would taste good.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna go and throw something outlandish in there and go, oh yeah, I just ruined it because I thought it
I
was
get
good.
it.
But I'm not that good at it. Like I have to look
Oh,
at a recipe and I have to,
yeah, yeah.
kind of follow it. Baking is different. I'm better at baking. I can kind of take some liberties with things because I've got my 90-year-old grandmother to call
Oh,
and she
see, I
can she
love
can tell me
that.
exactly what I'm doing right or wrong.
I love that. So Howard is saying that Sam's Club has the 2 pound pack of smoked chicken. It's
Smoked
awesome to
chicken.
hold for
Okay.
a month in the fridge. Reheats easy to use, so you can use it for soups and stuff like that.
Hmm. Mm.
And Howard is baking, and Connie says she's making donuts as we speak. So
Oh,
everybody's cooking.
yeah. Today's the day,
Yeah,
I feel.
it's a good day. We saw a snowflake. It's a good day. We'll be
Chaos.
right back with more. I'm telling you, all I need to do is see one snowflake, just one.
Yeah, I saw some. They were few and far between. There wasn't, again, a lot of moisture with it, but it was cold enough to make it come down. So here we are.
Okay, so do we want to do a would you rather?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. So, would you rather spend your tax refund on a shopping spree or invest it in a savings account for your kid's future? Random. What do
I,
you think?
I might do half and half.
You
Or
cannot do that with the would you rathers. You have
I
to pick
get
one.
it. I would
Howard says shopping.
it wouldn't be a shopping, it would probably be a trip.
Mm.
But again, if I can't deviate, excuse me, if I can't deviate from the would you rather,
Mm-hmm.
uh, maybe shopping spree.
And you're normally not a shopping spree person.
Well, I need some things.
So if it were to happen today,
Yes, I need some things. Like there are just some things that, I would like to go and grab.
yeah, yeah.
So maybe that's what I would do this time around.
Yeah, Connie says depends on how much it is. Danielle said kids future. Howard says shopping. So 50-50.
I don't know where my link went.
I'd probably put it in a savings account for the kids. I don't know.
I tend to be really boring with that stuff. I'll tend to like pay down debt or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, let's get rid of this,
Yeah.
this credit card or this Home Depot,
But that's not
appliance
an
or whatever we buy.
option.
I know.
You always take these would you rathers and create some really good
Yes.
options.
Yeah, so
Some
do
really
you.
good ones.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're really good
we,
options.
we create our
Right, I
own.
know. We're like, what about the middle ground? What about the middle ground? Okay. So,
Well, I need to get connected to. Oh wait, here we are. Sorry, everybody. I haven't
oh
been
no, you're
connected
fine.
onto.
So, would you rather have a job you love but a long commute, or a job you tolerate but it's 5 minutes away?
I mean, I don't think the commute has a lot to do with it.
I love the ride home.
I don't.
I
Yeah,
would
I
love a
don't.
long commute,
I
depending on how long.
I wouldn't. I would say 45 minutes would be too long.
Hmm
What do you
45,
think?
no snow. You add the
Well,
snow,
we
it's going to
live
be
in
an hour and a
Buffalo.
half, 2 hours. I mean, with the Buffalo
So
weather.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, I live in the South Towns.
Okay, we're coming back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Oh, you get pummeled with snow. Welcome back to Studio 7. We have a really good time during the breaks. If you are not joining us, hop on. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and we are on X, and then anywhere
And
that
we
you
are
listen to your podcast.
talking to you all the entire time.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a lot of fun.
So before the break, we were talking about chicken soup,
Right.
and how you make yours. Did you make the dumplings from scratch?
I make the dumplings. I have my dad's recipe for that. I tend to always make chicken soup with dumplings rather than using noodles
Mhm.
because I like dumplings more.
Yes. Now, I normally don't do any type of noodles at all. So it's just
Mm,
the chicken and the vegetables and nice big bowl of it. But I do make cornbread on the side. That
okay.
might sound kind of weird because
Yeah.
cornbread is more like a chili type side, but I love cornbread
See,
with chicken noodle soup.
with breads, I don't like them sweet. So I don't like cornbread. Like I
Mm.
don't like the Hawaiian rolls. I don't like I just don't like the sweetness in my bread unless
Mm.
it's like a cinnamon roll.
Do we have any Hawaiian rural friends on here? We have to have some Hawaiian.
I'm sure
I
I'm
love
sure I
Hawaiian
will
rolls.
be in the negative here, but I just don't like it. I don't like it.
So, holidays, family. How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 sisters.
Okay, okay. So, have you? Well, I have 3. Wait a minute. Don't let me get. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm thinking. Wait a minute. There was 5 of
Who's
us, so I
she
have 4.
forgetting?
Oh my God. I know. So bad. That's so bad. Okay. So, bigger family versus smaller family. What do you?
As in what I would have wanted in life, or
Yeah, like growing up with 3 sisters, like, did you say, well, I want, like, I'll tell you, growing up, I was like, I want 6 kids. I want a huge family because,
yeah.
like, I just wanted a lot of people. But I love entertaining. I love family. Did your family size affect what
Well,
you,
I think it changed over the years. When I was 6 and the next kid came around, I thought, man, I want to be alone. I get everything to myself.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want a sibling.
Uh-huh.
And then the next sister came, and then the next sister came, and I'm like, this is actually a lot of fun because my youngest
Aw.
sister is about 12 years younger than me. So she was like my real life baby doll. I was able
I
to
love
play
that.
I was able to play house with them at
Did
this
she
point.
like it though? Like if she was
Oh,
your
I'm
baby doll?
sure.
Yeah. Look, she
She's
always
al-
did my hair, put my hair.
Although
to-
now she's like, I'm an adult, like
Yeah.
I get it, but I'll still take care of you.
Yeah. I love that. Listen, my little sister's always like, "Hey, so you're my bigger sister. You can always get me this. You can always take care of me. You can always." And I'm like, "But you're an adult."
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but you
everyone in my family is very independent. They would never want anything.
Yeah.
Unless they're secretly thinking about it, like, maybe she'll give me this one day. No, but
Yeah, now
they're
see,
all
I
very
love
independent.
I love the big family, and they don't necessarily have to be siblings, but especially around holiday time
Yeah,
because the
it's
hustle and bustle of everything.
right.
And
I mean, I grew up very fortunate where my mom and dad, they are very close to each of all of their siblings.
that's
So
good.
we would
That's good.
always do Christmas Eve with one or the other family and then Christmas Day with one or the other. And we still do that. Like I still see almost all of my extended family and loved ones during the holidays. Does it make it crazy? And now
hmm
with having my own little family, I have to kind of create boundaries that I don't really have. But I love her.
Yeah.
And with her being an only child, like I want her to see all of her cousins and to be
Yeah.
together and to see, this big loving family that we have. And I mean, do it while we can. No one's getting younger.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So I hate to backtrack, but people are commenting on this chicken noodle soup thing.
oh,
They're
okay.
still
There's so
commenting on the
much.
chicken noodle soup.
I'm gonna save this
Yes. So
topic.
Barbara says, I make my chicken soup with diced tomatoes, but I'll puree it first, then add it in the soup. It does enhance the flavor and a nice color to the soup with lots of vegetables, beans, corn, peas, carrots. I've never tried any of those,
Me either.
but it
I mean,
sounds
carrots,
delicious.
yes, but peas,
Yeah,
no.
just the carrots. Yeah. I normally just do like the carrot, celery, onion.
Right. Me too.
Yep. And then Barb says chicken soup, onion, a fresh tomato, celery, carrots. How do you say that? Marjoram, garlic,
Marjoram. Yeah, marjoram
no
is
pasta.
what is in Polish sausage.
Yes.
So
Okay. Okay. And then after it's done, I toss some frozen peas for color. I do love some frozen peas. And sometimes I put chunks of avocado in my bowl of soup.
is it kind of like a sour cream? You
Yes,
know,
I
like
mean avocado's like a sour cream.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like something like that. Now, the one that I made today, which I didn't do because I added the dumplings, I knew that would kind of thicken things up a little bit,
Hmm.
but it called to take a little bit out of the broth out and put some cornstarch in it, blend it up, and then stick it back in there. So then it wouldn't be as translucent, I think,
Oh,
probably
you like a
thickening it up.
thicker soup?
No, this is what the recipe called for,
Oh, okay.
which I had never seen. But I didn't do it.
Yeah, mine is like I add no type of thickener. Now, Grace says her secret ingredient in her homemade chicken soup is dill.
Hmm.
I've never had that, but I bet you it's delicious.
I bet that is.
Yeah, the most I've ever done is like an Italian blend or like parsley in my
Yes.
soup.
It called for some parsley, some thyme, garlic, and it was whole onion. I
Yeah.
didn't use onion powder.
Oh, and then Connie says
And
she
a bay
likes
leaf.
Oh, yes, yes. Connie said she likes the gondola, the wide noodles, which those
Oh,
are
yeah, those
really
are fun.
good. Yeah, those are really, really good. Howard says no way tomatoes and chicken soup.
You know, I won't knock it till I try it, but it does seem odd.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it gives like someone mentioned the color and it just gives I'm telling you, what do you like tomatoes?
I love tomatoes.
Okay. It gives a flavor. I'm just telling you, it just takes it up a notch.
Hmm.
You got to try
So
it.
it doesn't taste like tomato soup.
Not at all.
Or
Not at all.
vegetable soup. Like I don't want it to be a
Nope.
vegetable soup. I want it to still be the chicken
Not at all.
flavor.
I promise you. I add ginger to mine too. Sneak in some healthy stuff for my family.
There you go.
Yep. We'll be right back. 'Cause my family's always, I try to get them to chew ginger. Have you ever chewed ginger?
Oh yeah.
I love it in the winter time, especially if you sing. It's really good for your throat and
you
stuff. So
know-
I just chew on it.
I love ginger. My dad actually made homemade ginger chews.
Did he put the crystallized sugar on it? Like they have in the
No,
stores?
no, there's no crystallized sugar. It was almost like a caramel.
Mm.
So it was like a ginger chew. The reason he made it is when my mom was going through chemo and radiation, all that, her stomach was sick quite often.
Yep.
So he was trying to find different ways naturally to calm her
Ginger will
system
do it.
down a little bit. And she didn't really like it. So he was like, "Would you want some?" I'm like, "I love ginger. I love to like it does like calm your stomach, coats everything and calms
Yeah.
your system down, I feel." So
Yeah. I normally cut a coin off throughout the winter and hand it to my family and make everybody chew on it. And you should just see how they all run from me. It's ridiculous. They all just run from me.
you just make them chew it.
Yeah, I'm like,
for
chew-
no
I mean,
reason.
it's a good. I mean, it gives you good. It's good vitamins. It's
I like
good.
putting it in water. I'll do what
like a
with
tea, like a hot water.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
if you can slice off some ginger, turmeric, and I usually do lemon and a little bit of honey.
Yep. James says
Run.
run. I'm telling you, they all run. I pull out the ginger and start slicing. Everybody just.
Well,
run.
in my husband's family, his dad is from Italy, and they call it fenuccio. What is it? Fennel. So
I'm not a
fennel.
fan.
Well, that will also calm your stomach. So they would walk around with sticks of fennel, and that's kind of like a ginger way of kind of calming your intestines and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So
There's.
believe it or not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I throw ginger in the soup as well. Have you ever done that
No.
with the chicken? Okay. Yep, I definitely throw ginger in there. And then is there any other tips or tricks for the soup? Good soup. How long do you normally cook it down for?
Today it was probably an hour. It was about half an hour with the bones in it. Then I took that out, and then when I made the dumplings, then I stuck them in there. And now it's just sitting. So when I go home at 8 o'clock
Yeah,
at
yeah.
night, I'll think it's like really good and flavorful. But I think when you're cooking it throughout the day and smelling it, like I just can't eat it when it's done. Like
Yeah.
I need to just take some time.
So Chris said, I found out instead of using cornstarch, use the instant mashed potatoes. It's better for you and it won't taste like potato. That's a different.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, we're coming back in a few seconds here, friends.
Those tips.
I know we're getting some great tips. Welcome back to Studio 7. We're getting great chicken noodle soup or chicken soup tips.
Who knew what I did on my time off today would be such a crowd pleaser and what we have learned along the way today?
Everybody loves a good chicken soup.
Yes.
Everybody loves it.
There's just
not
something
tomatoes
about
for
it.
some people. Just not tomatoes for some people.
That hits them all wrong.
Now, how many days in a row can y'all eat soup?
Well, I'll have it for dinner tonight.
Mm.
I'll probably have it for lunch tomorrow. And then maybe one other bowl.
Mm-hmm,
And then I'll give the rest of it away probably.
Okay, and then we can't talk about that without talking about like the holidays and some popular dishes that you make because you don't want to waste from leftovers.
Oh,
From
see,
holidays.
I'm not great at that. I love, like, if everybody comes over for Thanksgiving, I'll have to-go containers. Here,
Okay,
Take it.
so you're
it.
you're one
Take
that
it.
pushes
Take it.
to-go containers.
yes.
So if
yes.
do you encourage people to bring their own containers or do you give them
I
containers?
mean, I've pretty much supplied them.
Nice.
But it
Okay.
would be a good idea to just say, if you want leftovers, please bring a container.
Yeah,
to
so
take 'em.
that's
That's
a
a good
debate in my
idea.
house. My husband constantly tells me, you keep giving away all of our Tupperware and we never get it back.
Yes.
So what is Tupperware etiquette,
Oh
if there
my
is a such thing?
Well, my mother-in-law has turned to giving us bags of food, like a Ziploc of
Oh, put it
soup.
in a bag. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been tricky getting it out of that bag, but she's like, all of you, she has 3 kids.
Yeah.
She's like, all of you have taken all of my containers. So if they go out to eat, she keeps all of the to-go containers. She reuses them, sends them to home to
So
us.
there is
So-
an etiquette. There is an etiquette. Like Alyssa, the producer, made
Does
me
she
a
not give
soup.
'em
No, she made me a
back?
soup and the
Oh.
Tupperware bowl was so cute. I'm not gonna lie. I had every intention on not giving it back.
Did she ask for it?
Yes, she asked for it back. And not only did she ask for it back, but she was texting me, bring me Tupperware, please. I was like, oh, come on.
I'm pretty bad
no
at
one ever
giving it
brings
back.
mine back.
Right.
Brings mine back.
It's not the intention that I wouldn't give it back. I just forget about it. Then it's, then I start reusing it.
Yeah, no.
What can you do?
I think it's my intention to not give it back. If it's nice,
Yeah.
I just let people know. Just so you know, I love
Yeah.
Tupperware.
My mom saves all the Cool Whip containers,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
I grew
she'll
up with
say
those.
when we come over her house and we take stuff home, she goes, no, you got to use the other drawer with all the to go, all the throwaway containers.
Yeah.
That's what you take. You don't take my good
Yeah,
Tupperware.
the Cool Whip containers growing up never had Cool Whip in them. They always
No.
had other.
You're
They
like,
always
Cool
had-
Whip.
Yep.
No, sweetie, that's
They
soup.
always had other food. So is there any dish that you make from leftover anything? Like, is there a tradition?
No.
No?
The most that I do is the turkey becomes turkey sandwiches after the
Oh,
fact.
I love a good split pea soup. Now everybody's
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about in the years past, I have purchased to-go containers and even made to-go plates for my family to keep it consistent and make sure I don't have something left over. That is very true, Evie.
Yeah. I mean, I do have to have a little leftover. Like because that day, like specifically since we're coming up on Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
that day, it's kind of, you're prepping for it all day long and you're so excited. For me anyway, I'll speak for my own
No, it
experience.
makes me,
like
yeah, I'm very
I'm
excited
so
about it.
excited to eat everything, and then I'm so stuffed because there's a lot of starches and there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that you're trying to like take it all in.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, like I am so uncomfortably full, it's awful. So I do need like a plate of everything the
Mhm.
next day, so
Mhm.
I feel like I can actually enjoy the dinner.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Someone said I buy the restaurant to-go containers from BJ's or Sam's. That is very thoughtful.
Yeah, I've done that, and
I keep
then
the
I had
container.
it for. I had to-go containers for like 2 years because there were so many in there.
See, I'll take some. I keep the containers from takeout Chinese
Right.
food. They're even microwavable. So see, we can keep the Cool Whip and our Chinese takeout and go to BJ's or Sam's Club and grab some.
Yeah, those kind of
Yeah.
cylindrical, like big soup containers from Chinese
Yeah.
takeout and stuff.
So I think I'll go
Those
to
are good
BJ's
ones.
and do that this year. I think my husband will be happy with that because he went to the store on Sunday and got some Tupperware. He goes, I'm buying these because you keep giving them away. And what did I do? It was a 4-pack. I gave 2 of them away on Sunday. I don't think he knows
It
that
didn't
yet.
even, it didn't even stay in the house.
Yeah, I gave
It
2
hit
of
the
them away.
table and went out.
Yeah. So I think that's great. And there is an etiquette if it's a nice piece of Tupperware.
Yes, I still
You
have
bring
a
it back.
bowl of my sister-in-law's. I will give it back
Eh,
at some point.
Well, and the rule is you give it back with something in it.
Oh, why? I
Well,
mean,
Alyssa's was empty. She just reminded me
I was gonna
because
say,
I didn't want to give it back.
I'd say if it's clean, it's a win. Put something else
It's
in
clean,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the rule is like I had someone I gave Tupperware to, and she brought it back, and she always had a treat. She said that her mom always
Now there's
taught
all
her.
these new rules. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's nice.
yeah. See, Beth says first time watching. Thank you for watching. If you get a Tupperware container with food, you return it with your creation in it.
Wow. This is too much to think about.
I like that, Beth. That's why I just don't return them. On that note, have a good day.
I know.